once again. I don't know what's happening, but the technical crew is trying to fix it. But good morning once again, and welcome to the Bumper Breakfast Show. It's a morning, it's a very early morning. Well, it's not like yesterday. I was a rainy, wet day, and in the morning was really cool. I am very also, but I'm not alone. I have the pinker girl in the building. Okay, Pink. You know that you're really looking beautiful this morning for this cover. Okay. Away from pink to pinky, I have the guy that I really have hyped this morning, and that's real. The Papa himself. Brahma, Uncle Ma.
Is that the mouth, Brahma?
Brahma.
Brahma.
Okay, Brahma.
Yeah.
Brahma is in the building this morning. Brahma, you look really good. I like this idea. Sometimes you want that sweet. Grammy Award because you're looking like someone that wants to click the award.
Yeah.
I must tell you that I like the fact that the video went, but I'm beginning to think that they're using him to get more likes, to get more viewership. What do you think?
Well, I don't think they are using him. I mean, because first and foremost, Nigerians, we are very emotional people. Sometimes we can be very biased once the thing is not in our favor, right? So I went to read the eligibility of winning Grammy.
Yeah.
I discover a lot of things. See, your record label is involved. Your trends is involved. You know, there are too many scandals with Nigerian artists coming outside, calling themselves names.
Yeah.
Example is the whites, the Oyibos. Grammy is the highest. Go and see Grammy. You will hear name of musical artists that you've never heard before winning Grammy.
Yeah.
Then you start to wonder, like, who be this one?
They take all the
What does he sing? But and the culture, although somebody kind of antagonized, that thing and said they only give people who perhaps sing like American. But that Tyler, if you don't know she's South African, you would think she's either from America or maybe a close American country, right? Because of the way she sings. Where's the African culture? Because in their criteria, they talked about culture, they talk about sounding Africa. So if you want to really give people that sounds Africa, please, Yemi Alade is still there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those ones sound typically like Africa. Johnny, So me, I don't think, maybe our guys should just go and work on their lyrics. That perhaps Burna Boy won Grammy last 2 years.
And they attached it to someone that he worked with.
And no, Burna Boy won.
Yeah.
No, it was a single win. It
I
was
know, but
Whiskey.
because
There was a
It
collaboration.
was
was a
Whiskey,
collaboration.
and even the one Whiskey won was not best music, it was video. The music they sang, they shoot a they shot a video with it, and it was in that video he won with Beyonce and Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
So me, I'll just say first, the white are now recognizing Afrobeats.
Life.
They want to feature us. They want to, every Grammy now, we are now hearing, at least you will see 3 Nigerians in that place. Where are the Ghanaians? Where are Cameroonians? Where are no.
You just mentioned one thing I want to.
I wanted that to before we move to the.
It's just the honest truth.
It's not the topic for today.
Nigeria is getting more recognition in Grammy than any other country. South Africa is bantering with us, but you will see, out of 4 Nigerians, 1 South Africa, the South Africa will win. Another one, 4 Nigerians, 1 South Africa, okay. South Africa won. But to me, I know the day we'll win Grammy. Now Lagos they go do one.
I'll be there live. Pink Republic, just a few words from you.
Yeah, the problem I have with that Grammy award is that Tyler used microphone to announce the same place she won the Grammy that I'm not an Afrobeat artist, that I'm a piano, right? And 2, if you listen to a lot of people, like the likes of Maakari was getting enough snubs. Yeah. So what she started doing was to produce music that will not meet up the time for Grammy nomination. So don't nominate me.
It's music that come out around
so she times
September, October.
Yeah, she times it so that she will not be eligible because she keeps getting snubbed by them all the time. So what she did was to remove herself. The likes of Nicki Minaj call Grammy the assembly of Satan.
We heard a lot.
Yeah, and Grammy. She was shouting even the day before that, watch out, the assembly of Satan will gather tomorrow. And the truth about this whole thing is that before I would just set myself in front of TV to watch this thing live, but I didn't bother anymore because I knew this thing was going to happen again to Nigerians. And let me beg Nigerians, this music that Tyler sang now, after she made that announcement, no, she used Afrobeat instruments in this one.
There's instruments. There's a lot of things that
she did. And 2, like he said, we should be very careful. All those banter online.
We should not spoil ourselves. That's what we shouldn't be going to mess because these people are watching.
How many boyfriends have you even seen Tyler display and say, oh, that's my boyfriend? She's very careful when it comes to her rep and all that. And thank God he's not voting because the whole American crowd don't like Tyler. When she said, I am not a black, that she's white. And everybody was wondering. But I will not blame her because the father is actually white. So she's following.
That's her business.
That's her business. But the one that is affecting me is that.
Even bother go. David Doe.
No, okay. See, let me tell you one thing about pride people don't understand. If you say I don't bother go, it might be that year they are giving to you.
Someone will pick for him.
And they like the red carpet thing is important to them that they attended, Abi. Okay, let them do it.
We have loads of trendy issues here, trendy things making the rounds in the papers, making the rounds in the space. But we must begin to look at this very important one I want to talk about is the DSS arraigned Malami son on terrorism financing, firearms possession. Let me give a clue about what's happening. The Department of State Services has arraigned the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his son, Abdulaziz Malami, on 5-count charges of terrorism, financing, and aiding and abetting terrorism, and illegal possession of firearms. Malami and his son appeared before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik of the Federal High Court, Abuja. The former AGF was charged on the count 1 with knowingly abating terrorism financing by refusing to prosecute terrorism financiers whose case files were brought to your office as the Attorney General of the Federation for prosecution. Both Malami and his son were jointly charged on the counts 2 to 5 for unlawful possession of arms, and they pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. Now we have a legal practitioner here.
Yeah.
Pink Republic. This is your field as a legal practitioner. Tell us what's happening here.
So the truth about this thing is that I think he was arrested first by the EFCC, and when I think he was granted bail, the DSS took over. Now, what people don't understand that because he's a legal practitioner, his own tribulation will be double.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to know the law. So that is what they kept for us in the legal ethics. Anything somebody's getting one, we get two. Because he's supposed to know. But I just pray that this is not a false accusation. Because by the time he will fight for his rights, he will sue and he will get damages, right? And two, they should be paying attention to the fact that you cannot just accuse someone without proof. Not delaying somebody because we are the DSS. You are keeping him there for what? And at the end, all these things will just turn out to be media trial. That is not fair on somebody's reputation. You understand? For somebody that has been a legal office for the whole highest legal officer for the whole Nigeria, it is not okay. To be an attorney general of the federation means you can even stop a court proceeding by entering nolle prosequi and saying that no, we are taking over to understand it. To turn out to be like a mediation one-on-one with the AG. What did you do? So you see the powers and AG for you to want to reduce him to be saying terrorist chat. And number two, I just pray that he is not involved in this because he knows the truth that this is a treasonable felony. For you to join terrorists or be sponsoring terrorism, it is which might even gain him either a life sentence, which is 25 years, or firing squad because the intention is to kill.
Okay, before you continue, in response, the lead defense counsel, S.A. Aliu San, applied oral for bail for the defendants. Justice Abdul Malik ruled that the court is a court of record and could only entertain a written application for bail. Is that it?
Fine, you can obtain the written application, which is the normal process, but they will give you a lot of obstacles. So you might likely not even meet up the bill. Because especially when it involves terrorism, a lot of people like shorties might not want to come forward to sign for you. You understand? Because if you are signing for the person, are you one of the terrorists? They will now start investigating. But the truth about this thing, if DSS is taking over, how many times have they applied for bail for other people? And the DSS have not let them go?
Okay.
You understand? So the truth about this, I think the DSS should learn to respect the courts when they say they granted somebody's bail. They even granted him bail from the EFCC, Nabi. Now immediately the DSS picked him up. How come the other bail is not subsisting in the second one? Because it's the same thing, it's free. You understand? So I want them to respect the courts. That is the truth about it.
Okay, we also need to talk about terrorism and what is really happening. You know, when you hear of these things, of course, definitely, there are financiers. There are people that are financing these guys with firearms, and these guys are busy terrorizing the people, killing and raping and doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Rio, looking at where we are standing at this point now in time, knowing that obviously there are some people that are pushing these people, giving them, how are the, if you say borders are porous, how are these arms coming into Nigeria without some security agency knowing, without people knowing? And, you know, we hear them, they come terrorize this area, and they just go like that. We hear them, they say, oh, they caught this person, and we don't know the follow-up. I think this is a major issue.
Well, it's good that God is beginning to expose people like Abdul Bakar Malami. Yes, I know it's still an allegation, it's still in courts, and for him to be arrested by the EFCC, that means he has financially committed a crime. And for him to be picked by the DSS, immediately he was granted bail by the EFCC. That means it's another crime. I am scared that if the DSS allows his bail, the police too will pick him up. I mean, everybody must report in their own constituency. And Barrister Pink said something that is very, very germane, that he's a lawyer, a senior advocate of Nigeria, for that matter. A man that was one time the Minister of Justice, was fined. You know, I don't care if the story rumor is true or not. You are not supposed to be fined in such a situation.
Yeah.
Because when you bring 100 rumors, I'm telling you that at least 10 are likely to be true. If you are saying this guy is bad, this guy is bad, this guy is bad, 5 guys approach you and 5 of them are bad, then you are like the bad person, because how come you are not seeing one good guy? Then you are the person with the problem. This is a man that has come on national television, newspapers, radio, telling Nigerians that there are companies that are financing terrorism in Nigeria. Now look at what I've been imagining. He said about 90-something companies are financing the Boko Haram, the X-Men and all. And he has refused to mention their names. Now, do you know that the person that collect bribe and the person that gave the bribe, they are both offender in law, Barrister Pink? True or false? Correct. Now, This man now, who knows, maybe those companies gather themselves to say, let's sort Malami. He already knows. The moment he collected the bribe, he is part of them. Knowing for the fact that the local guy, the end guy that go around to kill people, actually don't just sit one place and get it done. They get food, they get guns, they got a lot of things. So you must be able to, like you mentioned, the borders are porous. Why is government not sanctioning the heads of custom, the heads of the Nigerian Immigration Service? Why are they not putting fire under their legs to let them know that you have 3 months? If you don't deliver, you will be sacked and jailed. See, by the time they start punishing orgas like that, military orgas. I'm sorry, I mean no disrespect, but we are just in a conversation on how to make our country a better place, so that development can come with acceleration. If you give somebody, you are the army chief of staff, and they are killing people in Benue, and he's not doing anything, no action, no very harsh action, then such person should be arrested, should be demoted and jailed. See, by the time you do all of those things, the next coming one, they will be absent. They will know that this is the implication. Let Inspector General of Police, let there be implication, so that everybody won't be jumping for position that they don't have the intelligence capacity to say, this is what I want to do, or this is how I can stop. We see people bringing guns to the country. These guys are only frustrating people that are selling cars, people that are bringing food.
Exactly.
You are increasing tax, you are increasing this on them. To clear motor is problem. You will buy a car in America with $6,000 and you want to clear with another $6,000. Is that not madness? But people that are bringing gun, machine gun, look at the issue that happened in Kebbi. Somebody said when those kidnappers or those terrorists were about to come, somebody called the Oga of Army that was heading that place that they should leave. They left, and a few minutes later, these guys came. Who made that call?
Nobody is acting.
So arrest that Oga that said somebody called. He must tell Nigerians who called. And they would have told him, the moment you mention who called you, you are finished. So what is DSS doing with telecommunication? Can't they trace the guy's call? But if it's somebody who insulted the president or the first lady, no matter anywhere he is, you will look for him. You will find him how. Yaya Bello was in this country, yet they declare Yaya Bello wanted. Somebody that was in this country, and yet you see him going ups and downs. So it's obvious that the law does not really affect the wealthy people. So telling me that how long have they been dragging Malami? Was that not the same thing they did for Dasuki? You drag him. Did you sentence him?
No.
Did you punish him?
No.
You just kept that man in a VIP prison.
How do you know?
Yeah, of course, there's always a VIP prison. You can't put such people where those Agbero are. They will finish him. It's only when you attack the government, somebody like Showore, they will put him in where they will touch him. Somebody like Ola Nikulako, they will touch his body, and it will be intentional. I'm sure they will even tell those prisoners, touch him, let him have sense, so that he will not want to come back here next time. At least, if I don't know about Showore, we know about the fella old. Fela came out of prison, he told Nigerians everything, showed us his bag, how he was beaten and the lives, right?
Even his mother was pushed from upstairs.
Okay, that one, let's say military government, they don't have joy. You do anyhow, you collect with a furiously. But now, we're talking about the civilian. Now you have arrested, that's why Buhari said he does not like democracy. It's too slow for him. Now to prosecute Malami, you have to go from one step to another. This one, judge have to talk. This one, now they have to say, oh, we have to decide this matter based on facts.
Yeah.
Oh God, this man a criminal. Leave the fact. Punish him.
Until he's found guilty.
Now why I don't like democracy too?
That's democracy.
Because they can shift it, and it's looking shifted already. And now he has involved his son, involved the wife. So if this man is not even guilty, how did they discover that the son is involved? The wife is involved. This man did not just steal. He stole with his entire generation. This one just want to use Nigeria to set up another country.
We will know. Think about it. We're going to see the results, the outcome. We're watching
Amen.
closely.
I
because things like this shouldn't be swept under the carpet. We need to know what is happening. We need to be a part of this. And we're not going to just sit back and allow anybody tell us any story. This is a very sensitive and very critical situation where one needs to know what is happening. Financing terrorism.
He has undermined security, economy, law, and the nation itself. And he was a minister of justice. Do you know that this is the first person that will advise the president if anything is coming up?
We don't know yet. Real.
No, as a minister of justice.
We need to be sure.
Abi Barrister P.
Because we've seen things
If
like this
federal
in the
government is going to do anything that
They are
has to do
supposed
with
to
law,
give him all our documents to review.
he will give the advice.
So just imagine
He's the one
that.
reviewing every
they will not
document.
No wonder people are really dying in Nigeria during Buhari administration.
Yeah.
Definitely, he was likely to be involved now. And we tell President, don't worry, they will handle it.
So what happened is that if they want to charge him, they will charge him for conspiracy, because for him to finance, that means he might not be the mastermind, but he bought into the idea that, oh, I love that, take over the country, or just change the religion. I don't want to mention one religion. Just change the religion of the country. This is how it's supposed to be. Or I'm going to give him also a conspiracy, and they have charges and grounds for it.
Even if he's not guilty, for knowing 90-something
Percent of it.
and he did not mention for Nigeria,
You know, you mentioned,
he should be punished.
you are the one that mentioned telecommunications.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently in Ogun State,
Mm.
we're talking about the borders. That's what I said, the borders are really porous. Custom intercepted some people, smugglers. Do you know that they attacked customs officers because they now know that the customs are pushing that you cannot come in?
It's not today now.
But now,
They always attack
one was
customs.
killed.
Even from
No.
Egbeda or from that last suicide, they have found a way to even the car will not be looking good again until you come to Nigeria and meet all these panebita. They will not
Second
arrange this
attack
way.
in 1 week. It happened last week. Couldn't believe it on that axis. I
Yeah.
think we need to put hands together to fight this.
And
now that
who will
this is
put them
happening-
together with our tax money they use in paying them? I will not be put around
No, you
again.
have to be a part of it. You can give people.
If you say see something and say something,
yeah.
yeah, but not I put my
It's
hand
part
out.
of it. See something. say something. It's going to help us.
It's like a proverb to put
Yeah.
your hands, to support. But
And
do
that
you know-
proverb will not
do
work
you
for
know
me.
border is not just porous. Border is porous. The officers are corrupt.
Some of them.
Now,
When we talk, don't let us just generalize. Some Nigerians are good people.
Yes.
I'm telling you
Very
the truth.
very
Some officers are fantastic officers. Some security services.
see,
departments.
if government
No, I'm telling you,
refuse
but
to
some
take
are
care
not.
of the welfare of those officers
That's it.
and put a law down that if any officer is found guilty of corruption and bribery, you will not just be dismissed. You will be sentenced to jail. You will be
But the
punished.
simple is declaration of asset. What do you have before you join us, and what are you?
The-
What do you
The
have?
leaders
in
are they doing it? Why do you not want to
And
do it
that's
for
what I'm
civil
saying.
servants?
If they are serious about this thing, that is how you get checked.
That's
and
the
balance.
problem. They
Okay,
can
let me-
never be
let me
serious. So
take
when we
another one.
generalize, it's because they see a general law, they refuse to fix it, and that is why we always generalize. Who do you know how much Inspector General of Police has in his account before he became IG?
Exactly.
There are some positions
There's
that
some
before you were
records. You should drop your
INEC,
reg- yeah.
And now you declare your.
INEC will
I-
be
I have
So
one
you will
bicycle.
know.
I have one
So the
motorcycle.
law is there in our law.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
there, but
They
we
should
don't
not be
follow.
raising committee for every small thing that we can handle, because now they will not raise another
have
committee
BVN.
that will not check
Okay, let
There's
me
a
get
inside.
reason why
this
they
second
created
story.
BVN.
Because it's linking to what we are talking about. Let me get this second story. It's linked to what we're talking about, and that's the concession. Okay? It says Red Probe Air Seaport Terminal. Others over 20 years after concession. I'm going to read that for you. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Abba June, on Tuesday flagged off an investigation into this concession of all federal air, seaport terminals, and other related shipping activities carried out between 2006 and 2025. The Speaker Tajuddin explained that the actual committee chaired by Honorable Kolawole Akinlaye was constituted to investigate, examine, and appraise the performance of Nigerian Port Authority concessionaires operating the facility and to determine the actual benefits accrued to the federal government over the period under review. Honorable Tajuddin, who was represented by Honorable Naomi, acknowledged that the federal government refused to concession key national assets, particularly imports and airports, was seen as desire to enhance inventory, attract private sector investment, mobilize investment, increase service delivery, and safety, increase government revenue while reducing regional burden on the state. But this is not
happening, then another person will come in and start another committee again. They should stop. Just send in professionals. You will see everybody sitting up.
Okay, we'll go on this break. When we come back, I want us to look at this another very, very disturbing news, and it's all over. We see teenagers underage take all sorts of substance, takes all sorts of things, just drink, smoke nonsense. We'll talk about it, but let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back.
And the winner is...
The Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards is back. And on this historic 12th edition, we're not just raising the bar.
Africa Machan.
We are redefining African excellence. From south to west, east to north, and Central Africa, all of Africa is invited. This is your stage. Do you have a film or television project that moved hearts, sparked conversations, or shifted culture? Now is your moment. Submit your work at www.africamagic.tv/AMVCA. Entries open from 11th January to 15th February 2026. Your story deserves the spotlight. Africa is watching. The 12th edition of the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards is brought to you by Africa Magic in association with MultiChoice. Proudly sponsored by Don Julio.
Welcome back after that break. I said something about underage drinking, NAFDAC, and the rest, but we'll take this other one. And for me, I think it's high time that we begin to enforce these laws. Underage drinking, NAFDAC pushes tighter sachet alcohol regulation. The Director General of the Nigerian Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, has reiterated the need for stronger enforcement of age restriction, regulation of packaging, and community participation to curb alcohol abuse amongst minors. She said the issue should not be treated lightly, warning that underage drinking increases the risk of early addiction, road accidents, and wider social problems. She said her concerns were supported by a national survey conducted by INEC in collaboration with the Distiller Blenders Association of Nigeria, BIDAN, which reveals high level of alcohol access and consumption among minors and underage children nationwide. This is disturbing, and we know it's happening. Where you see underage with sachet because it's affordable and they are used to it. And this actually leads to what we're seeing on the street now, addiction, where people begin to look as though they are mad because they are addicted, instead of, the youth, instead of them doing something very meaningful right now. Everybody's just slimming down. You just see people, they now look the same. Pink Republic, underage.
So the truth about this addiction is not about alcohol. It might even be the medication they give you in the hospital. And sometimes people will say, I don't know how to sleep, I don't know how to sleep. And unfortunately, I will use the word fortunately and unfortunately, the doctors gave you something, maybe for some minor cough, and you just find out you can sleep. So all of a sudden, you now start targeting that particular cough medicine. I hope you understand. Anytime, even soft drinks. You understand? If you chill it very cold, you take it, it will enter your body. There's a kind of way you feel. People don't know that is addiction. So sugar is addiction. Some people cannot even do without sugar. If not, I will not have energy. So the truth about this addiction is that we should not restrict addiction to just the drink. But the truth about that sachet, I see people exposing it to sunlight a lot. When you are driving, you see them hawking, and they will just put it under the sun. You don't understand the way, the kind of if you did chemistry, you find out that the composition inside will change, especially when it comes in contact with heat. I hope you understand. So it will be hard. I will not lie to you. It will be hard. And I just pray for this NAFDAC woman, because there's a place we will touch in Nigeria. It will be very difficult. And it will be like Dora Akunyili, that somebody actually shot that her head. But luckily for her, she was wearing headgear, so the bullet was stuck on the headscarf. Because this industry is a very sensitive one, and these people are ready to go so far to stop her. Because she's saying the truth. She's trying to save people's life. She must have even had a family member that this thing affected. So you don't even know the place where she's coming from. So let's give her a benefit of doubt. But I will love the alcohol company. They should not be saying they want to ban us. What is your responsibility, your duty towards the people you are selling it to? Your advert, did you even say, please don't take more than one? Or is for this particular age? I have not seen that. Some people, this bitter, even the ones without, even without alcohol. I had a friend that was down with kidney because she's always on one bitter or the other to have flat tummy. Flat tummy turned out to kidney disease. So these sensitizing your users? Because I remember back when we were growing up, when they show these cigarettes event, they'll say this, they will just write something as a guide. What are the guide? The people selling it to children is a problem, because if you have children at home, or even nephews, nieces, or even your neighbor's children that you are concerned about, I don't think you selling something because you just want to sell. You will carry that thing and give to a child. And the people sending those children to go and buy on their behalf, do you have sense at all? Are you properly brought up to know that it is not okay to send a child to go and be buying alcohol, and you don't know that you are training that child
how to be a good
how to be a good, yes,
consumer.
The first, even palm wine is addictive too. People are not saying that, because the first time we went to somebody's house, because we didn't grow up in the East, we were not born in the East, so when we went to the East, for the first time many years ago, the people that gave us palm wine, I've never seen palm wine in my life, so I was like, what's this? They said, children can drink it. I drank it throughout our stay in that person's house. I was sleeping. That they discuss about me, I don't know. Okay. So there are so many addictives they are not even speaking about.
Okay, I'm going to read this before I come to Rio. The study carried out by Research and Data Solution Limited, Abuja, between June and August 2021, surveyed 1,788 respondents in 6 states representing Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones. Children under 13 were classified as minor, those aged 13 to 17 as underage, while adults were 18 and above. According to her, national quantitative data were obtained from 161 participants through focus group discussion and key format interview with retailers. I think, but this is really disturbing. I don't know, you see people hawk alcohol, the sachet, and they even carry pomo. Pomo
to hold
they
it.
carry it, and they carried, and some of them even carry, one on the head,
complete cocktails.
and another one will carry another thing, another alcohol that looks like bitters, that looks like where they turn this alcohol, they mix all sort of things, and it's disturbing to note that minors underage are taking this. How did we manage to find ourselves in this place?
Well, one way or the other, I support those people's business. If you ask me, yes, I support their business, because it is better than either becoming a prostitute or joining the insurgency. If the government is ready to sensitize people, they will be ready to do it. When they are ready to help people get out of this nonsense. As much as it is nonsense, or it's a business, it's an idea. They have gathered each other together. They even have association. The funny thing.
For this sachet.
Those ones, the sachets are different from the app.
Ah,
There
but
are
herbs,
some that
there's herbs.
sell the
I know they
the
also
jedi
herbs with
that carry the
sachet.
pomo.
They mix it with pomo, everything. Yeah.
They don't mix sachets. They have, it's not in, see, it's people that have, I sat them down to have conversation. They don't mix, because they have, in short, most of them that carry that thing, they have oga.
yeah, that's
They will sell and deliver to their oga. So you cannot attach anything that oga did not approve, because they believe that they are herbalists.
But that's herbalist. They
Now-
have alcohol in it.
Yeah, they have
Yes.
the one for alcohol. They have
Yeah.
to, if you stop them that you want to buy agbojedi, they will ask you, Sholoti Abolomi.
What
That
does it
means
mean?
the one that has alcohol or ordinary one with
Okay,
water.
okay.
Then you choose, give me water one, right? So as long as they have association, and this government knows that if you want to build house, you have to start from the foundation. If you want to cut grass, start from the root. You don't go chase people that, he said, you are chasing people that smoke igbo. Why not chase the manufacturer? When you
the
cannot
grower.
produce the igbo, those ones will not have anything to smoke. When you arrest the financiers of insurgency, the insurgencies will be stranded.
Yeah.
So why are you chasing people that they don't have money? They gather 10,000, they bought sachets, and they started selling. If they try and ban those people, insecurity that we don't have in Lagos, we will start having, because both women and men will be looking for every means to survive. Now you are talking about the era where an average Nigerian cannot even afford to pay rent. An average Nigerian that works in a standard company, collecting salary as much as 200,000, cannot even buy a car. In the next how many years do you want to buy a car? You continue to hustle. Now these guys have come together to say, I don't want to steal, I don't want to be involved in criminality, I don't want to be involved in terrorism, let's just start this business. All you have to do is, okay, fine, come. This is how the business should go. You don't say you just want to cut people off because you are in power, a temporary space where you are seated.
Okay.
Because no matter how much you cut it here, people will still continue to drink.
But
And
for
it
me,
makes
I
it
think
very
they
expensive.
should be regulated, if at all.
Yes.
Because I can't believe, because we want them to have a business, or because you're doing a business, it will now begin to affect the lives of Nigerians. No.
You can,
We must-
you can say they should not carry on their head.
No, not
and
even
work
not on their
road
heads. Even they have a
again
shop now. Some
and
of
give
them have
space where they can.
No, some of
keep.
them have shops. They've got shops.
Those guys
But
can even
you
be a
cannot be doing
whistleblower
something
to some
without
other
government
illegal-
approval.
Yes, criminal hideouts.
Those guys that sell all these things,
They know
where a lot
everybody
of criminals are
are
hiding.
hiding because they know where, oh, this person, they
But
they
let me
have
tell you
gist.
what happened. One is in jail now. I don't want to, where I buy starch around my area.
Okay.
Uzi stash around my area. She sells all, there's one they call green that makes people very high. You know, she has got a shop next to where she's cooking, a restaurant. There's this shop there. They came to pick her up. You can't say because you want to make a living, you will go against government. There must be regulation. You must go through NAFDAC. There must be NAFDAC approved. What do you know they are selling in those herbs? Someone will just plug something and add. Some works. You know, we have herbalists. I mean, what I mean is for herbs.
Actually, a lot works. Me, I'm going to be on their side this morning.
No, you can. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but we should know what we're
Regulate,
talking about.
regulation.
Regulations. You cannot say
that's
because you are making a living, you don't have a job.
That's
you
why,
just pick up
see,
tray.
for
and
them
pick
to
up
have
kegs.
association,
No, I allowed you to talk.
It's simple. Government will not be chasing the final people that are carrying on their head. Like I said, they have association, and I'm sure they are registered association. You go after those people and ask, how is this
Rio,
thing done?
allow me to finish, please. You know what I'm saying is, these guys that carries on their head, some of them, you don't know the kind of water they use in preparing these things. Some of them, they are master of their own. These girls are now like apprentices that are now becoming, they are now to themselves. You know, they just tell you, mix this A, Y, Z, and that's it. Some affects the liver and the kidney. Some 13, that's what we're talking about, drug abuse, addiction. At 13, give me that sachet there, give me that sachet there. Let me just use, you see small children, underage, under 17, getting these things to take sachet. The sachet, my brother, let's be honest, my sister. There's a place they said people now manufacture these things. I don't know how they do it. And they seal it and it look as the genuine, like the original one. It's not the original. People are dying. people get affected. Families are crying. I think government, Professor Adeyeye, need to do more. I think they need to go to the interior, get your men, go and I think they need to stop it first and get regulations, get things before you can now start selling
Okay,
sauce.
there's something I want to say. Sorry, I know you want to say something. The truth about this whole thing is that if you check before all this civilization, when you're a boy, a man, even 10 years old, your father will sit you down.
Yes.
Give you palm wine, give you hot, that the one they collected from the British or
Small one,
colonial.
just
Yes,
use that small
for you
size.
to test. How come nothing is happening to them? Because I remember when my sister had measles, with all the hospitals, one woman just told my mother,
They
chew
put it.
bitter cola, do pwa on her body. Use your go-go, do
pwa.
pwa, and guess what? The measles disappear.
Yes.
So the truth about it, we are not debunking that whatever they are mixing is not working. But it's how they go about it. See these boss people, you understand? In the morning, they have not eaten.
They'll be taking it, you see them driving careless
If you
anyhow.
perceive the way they, even their words will be sluggering, so you know that they are high already. So this is where I have a problem with this. Even the big man that is doing as if he's not drinking shekbe, he drinks shekbe. But because he has money to get a driver,
Yes.
so you don't know that he's already high. And when he's entering the office, good morning, sir, you don't see this man is doing any. Yeah, he's drunk. He does not even see you. He just enter his office and you'll be wondering that God did not answer us that morning. He's drunk.
Yeah.
So how are we going to curb this addiction? Number one, the country needs to do better. Some of these children, they are like a parent in their own house.
Yes.
They go out there, they beg, they carry load in the market. This same child will go to school. That money he's fighting for. He will go to school in the morning. He knows in the class when they are teaching
His
that
mind is somewhere else.
from here now, if I get home, I will not play. I have to go to the marketplace and look for who I will carry load. Now that child is facing what parents are facing. Carrying parent responsibility. Now, do you know what the child is trying to do? He is trying to get himself out from that space.
Yeah.
Addiction starts. Why? The people they meet in the market are not small people. If you want to train a child, don't carry your child every day to the market and say, I have shop. Because the kind of people that are there in the market are different kind of wild people.
They learn a lot of negative things.
Exactly.
A lot.
Easily in the
They
market.
learn a lot of things that they are not supposed to learn.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So the country needs to do better. One, the economy should be so good that even the child will become a child. Some children are no longer children. They are feeding their aged parents or their grandparents, depending on how their life is. So they should stop all these politics we are doing and let's go down to the roots. Children are no longer children anymore.
Okay, we have this one. Democracy strive when media places public interest above partisanship, says INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, said on Tuesday that globally democracy strive when media houses place interest above partisan and personal interest, charging the media to intensify voters' education, promote professionalism, and uphold ethical standard in election coverage. Speaking from the forum, media executives, producers, and reporters, and on-air personalities supervising National Commissioner for the Federal Capital Territory and the Chairman, Information and Voters Education Committee, Malam Mohammed Haruna, underscored the central role of the media in safeguarding Nigerians' democracy. Malam Haruna said voters' participation and responsibility reportage remain key to the credibility of elections, urging media houses to use their platform to educate, mobilize eligible voters, noting that effective election coverage requires not only a sound understanding of the Constitution, the Electoral Act and INEC rules and guidelines, but also integrity, fairness, and strict adherence to the Code of Conduct for Election Coverage. Rio, they are telling us we shouldn't be partisan, we should cover elections event as professionals. This is coming from INEC.
I wanted to ease, but I figured that I'm a traditional man, and I'm big on respect, so I will just calm down. Firstly, before you say that, what is the
Rule.
no? What is the protective preparation you have, you are providing for the journalist, the TV and
Safety.
the radio presenter?
Safety.
What is their safety like?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want me to be biased. You want the president to say is D, but I know that it's A. And you want me to be confident enough to say is A. Without constructing my criticism, I just want to eat. President, what you are doing is wrong. You know, I can go to say, President, I think it's not very right to say
That the election went well, when
that-
you know it didn't go well.
So if you're saying, oh, the media, first, what are you investing in media? I'm asking INEC chairman now. What are you investing in the media? Because a lot of the last time one of our cameramen went to join a protest, the way he was running, he shot. Thank God for his life. A lot of journalists are in jail just because they don't want to be biased. Some have lost their lives.
Yeah.
Now, these agencies like INEC are not even palling or relating effectively with the media until when there is something against them and it's going to bring down their reputation. That is when everybody, a lot of journalists and media houses are in court now, filing a rishi petition because somebody is calling them out just because they want to be professional.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, in Nigeria, I don't have the figure, but I can say like 80% of media house, they always have where they stand. If you tune to a particular TV station now, they will tell you the only thing they talk about here is APC. If you go to another one, they will tell you anything against APC, you will find it here. They don't find, and you know why this
And we
thing,
don't do that. We just say
no,
that we just,
you know why this
we're not
thing,
biased.
You know why this thing is done that way? Because somebody told me one day and said, Rio, you have to take a side. I mean, when you talk on TV, we have to know who are you standing for. I say I'm for everybody and I'm for nobody. Following my late
IBB.
father's
IBB.
Buhari talker.
Oh my
I said,
God.
follow- I said,
PMB.
because when you are on a side, when you invite, let's say APC, let's say I'm on side of APC, when we invite them to come here, they are coming with full confidence. They know they will be protected. I don't want to protect politician or businessman or woman. Let's say the way it is. I'm doing my own business too, because at the long run, it's your name that is at stake. Before you know, the person you are protecting, in your eye, will defect to the another party that you have been talking against, and your eye will come out, you will cry. So to me, when they are coming to say media should this, media should that, let's now talk about how are they protecting the media. The police will come after the media, the politician will come after media, agencies will come after media, but the media needs to run, and the media cannot run on lies, because one talk you say like this can affect the whole nation. The person, somebody that announced, was it MK or Abiola's death or Abacha, said they called so many times before they had the confidence to go and say, we have lost somebody. That's why sometimes they say, you cannot announce, somebody will not be saying, it was alleged, alleged one kill us for this.
And even
The
now,
word has been misused. The word alleged has been
the
misused.
word
because
alleged does not
The word-
cover you in court, even if the person wants to sue you.
If you say alleged,
Even if you say alleged.
can you imagine?
Because
So-
we are spreading it and still giving a restriction. So why spread it? Why not just restrict yourself? But then I want to...
No, before you go, let me read this. He said, while journalists, so you can talk on it. He said, while journalists, like every other citizens, may hold personal views, such must never be allowed to interfere with objectivity and professional reporting, adding that democracies strive when the media places public interest above partnership.
So the truth about this whole thing is that I don't like hypocrisy. We are here. There's a particular DJ they call DJ Switch or something like that.
That lady.
She was live. She did not record. She was live. So whatever thing that is being shown
Was like,
was live. So it's not that they will not say it's like there is AI in it. But what is happening to her? She somehow escaped from her own country just to...
she's in Canada now.
Exactly.
Under asylum, something.
Though the thing gave her popularity abroad, because every time you see her doing one seminar or the other, so she's making money, which I like people using their lemons to turn to lemonade. But the truth about this whole thing, if you want us to be fair, I am standing here, koro. Somebody is giving somebody money to go and vote.
And you are there, you are
I
covering
will cover it. Allow me to air it so that all these things will stop. But if you keep trying to restrict me here or box me in one side, I will not say they were sharing paper. How is that the truth? No, tell me, how is that the truth? So even them that is saying this thing, they should have a seminar with our crews and all that, and tell them what they expect. But we too, we have to tell them that when we bring our own, don't be angry, because it's the truth. Because we are supposed to be pushing out the truth. How can they throw tear gas and they shoot and somebody is telling me nobody shot? Then one picture came outside, somebody is leaping with gun wound. Come on, it's confusing. So it would have been nice. I always tell people that sometimes the way you reply, it matters a lot. This video came out. You cannot just come out and outrightly just debunk. You would have said, we are going to investigate.
Yes.
Even if it did not
Just
come
like
back.
the army came out.
Yes.
When they said, yes.
Okay, before
Be
this
cool.
chief of army staff, before they changed him, the one that was there before, they say is no cool, rumor.
But the president came out to say that they said so because they want to investigate.
Exactly. And when he investigated, he came out and he was even saying they almost shot him.
Yeah.
I hope you understand. Those kind of stories will make me say, this is our Nigeria. No, never. I will protect my country, but when you keep telling me they shared, no, it's banana and granola they shared.
I want Real and Peak Republic to also react to it. PDP, a formidable party, not a charity organization, Wike. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Wike, says People's Democratic Party, PDP, remains a formidable political force in the country and not a charity organization. Wike made the remarks at the 105 National Executive Committee meeting at the party in Abuja on Monday night. While warning members against viewing PDP as a charity organization, he urged them to return to the grassroots and rebuild the party from the ward and polling unit level. Forget the idea that PDP is a charity party organization. PDP remains a formidable political force despite its current challenges. PDP is too strong, very strong. We must capitalize on what we have and move forward, he stated. Yes. Real.
PDP are just knowing they are not a charity organization. I don't even think it is. It's the best time. This is what they should be talking about at this time. They have failed. They failed themselves. They failed Nigerians. They failed the constitution of this country. They chose not to protect, the constitution or protect the interest of the country. They choose to protect the interests of themselves. And when you are protecting only your interest, when you are supposed to be protecting the public interest, that is greed. And it will end up running you down. And when you are down, that is final. Perhaps there's no champion forever. At a point in time, beauty will fade. Your whatever will expire. You would only be remembered maybe as a legend or the opposite, right? So PDP now saying they are not charity. To me, they are even looking less than charity because it does not look like they will win anything. Last election, they came second. I can see. I'm telling you, PDP cannot be second next election. It's not. We will tell you the
Why
result.
are you so angry with PDP?
I'm not angry with PDP. I am only stating the facts because see, I said something on this table when CPC and ACN came together and they were going to take over power from the PDP. Yeah. You saw sitting governors defecting to APC while they are in PDP. How many who is defecting to PDP as we speak? That is
Wike still in PDP? I'm surprised that
Wike is still in PDP. Wike is playing politics. Wike is enjoying this thing. It's a game. Wike is having possession. He's enjoying whatever thing he's doing. People are just there. He knows he can't be governor again. He knows the chances of becoming president is very, very tight.
Very slim.
Very, very. Because it's going to support
stability and success of the party nationwide. Wike declared his keen interest in all activities of the Oyo chapter of the party as part of his effort towards ensuring its survival and success. Pink Republic, Wike is in the news again for this electioneering period, this period in your state. I'm looking at it saying everybody will put hands together for the interest of the party.
I will not lie to you. If not that this is live TV, I would have started yawning to your question. Because I don't like, see, I'm this kind of person, if you drag me, I drag you. But you see that time they were doing stuff in Oyo State. If I really want peace, I will just attend. I hope you understand. So that all of us will consolidate at once. You see, it pays nothing if everything is scattered. What will now happen? I hope you understand. Somebody should just be the bigger person and just, okay, you rule, right? But at the end, I'll be a stakeholder because I know I'm in the federal. But I've shown my strength. Even the person that I'm even dragging has gone. Do you understand? Then after everywhere is scattered, after you have dragged everywhere, south, west, and east, now you're not speaking about peace. Look, I don't listen to such peace from that kind of person.
Okay, we'll still wrap up this segment before we go to sports, but let's take some of the headlines in the dailies this morning. Well, Big Republic is Wike. I don't really know if Wike is in, I know that PDP is, I don't know if I would say they are divided right now, different camps, I don't know. But anytime you call Wike, everybody is always looking at, what again? But anyway, we must talk about some of the headlines this morning. And first, I want to start with the Punch newspaper this morning. Bandits kill 30 in fresh Kwara Katsina attacks. You can get that on page 43 of the Punch. Electricity subsidy, federal government to deduct 3.6 trillion from federal accounts. And the writer says, as federal government begins sharing of power subsidy burden with states, local government, 1.2 trillion to be deducted yearly. This is another yawa. I hope that we will see electricity in our areas. Finally, from the Punch this morning, NPO to Tinubu, regulate foreign platforms or lose Nigerian media. Yes, that's all we can take from the Punch. We'll move from the Punch to the Nation this morning.
The Nation, actually, we just have just one banner headline, but I'll pick up one or two riders from inside. World Bank, Nigeria now global reference. And when I check some of the riders from inside, they say PDP crisis, Makinde, Wike renew hostilities. DSS arraigns Malami, some on charges of terrorism, illegal possession of firearm. Then the Electoral Act amendment likely for passage today. Yeah, let me just pick one more. FRC cautions states council against borrowing without clearance.
Okay, moving away from the Nation, we have Tribune this morning.
Yes, the Nigerian Tribune, but headline, PDP crisis, Makinde fires another shot. The writer says, we won't allow anyone to hold PDP down, he declares. Abdul Rahman led camp fixed March 29, 30 as new convention date. Party Management Staff Workers Institute declare loyalty to Raki lead National Working Committee. UBA Global Analysis, Lokant Mistra, CEO UBA United Kingdom. Naira gains against dollar closes at 1,372 Naira 91 cover per dollar. Guessing game continues as Senate fails to pass electoral acts at third promise. And finally, Senate proposes new revenue formula to favor federal government. That's all you have on the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Then finally, we take the guidance this morning. Senate delays all electoral reforms as group wants of risks to democracy. We have this very, very interesting one. No retreats on reforms, Tinubu tells World Bank. U.S. military sent team as bandit kills over 25 in Kaduna. Finally, from the Guardian, PDP crisis deepened as Wike-backed fractions dissolved structures. Makinde once against hijack. This is what I said earlier. The PDP is looking scattered. Will they rise again? We will know next week if they will rise again.
When it's not in Jebuga,
But this is where we have to wrap up today's edition. Let me start from Rio, the guy that is looking really, really good this morning.
And Dampa.
Yeah, Mr. Fabiola is not very happy with that, looking really, really good. It's not a competition, sir. We just have to accept it. This is Fela and Whiskey matter.
I mean,
I
that
am
matter
Robin
is
Emmanuel
serious.
Oluwafemi. I'll see you guys again. Thank you.
Yes, from Pinky.
I am Barrister Pinky. Bye for now.